welcome to Wrineley Junction again. It's been a long time, hasn't it? That's because I haven't been doing anything up here for a while, and I still haven't been doing anything in terms of scenery and such like, purely because I didn't really feel like doing any. It's just one of those things. But I've got the little bug back again, and so I thought I'd bring a little update as to what's been going on. As I say, nothing much in terms of scenery, but we've had some upgrades to the power system. So if I just pan around here, I'll show you exactly what I have purchased. Ta-da! So, what have we got here then? We have a DCC Concepts Alpha Power Box on the left, which is providing a regulated 5 amp DC power. And to the right of that we have the Alpha Box. Now, according to DCC Concepts, this is a semi-intelligent 5 amp booster stroke accessory box, power bus type of thing that seems to be able to do all sorts of amazing things in terms of powering your digital accessories. But I got it because I've been struggling with power for the amount of locos. The Dynamis cannot seem to be coping with that many locos on the track, and I was getting intermittent sound with my sound locos, like the Class 25 is a prime example, and also didn't seem to be getting a lot of top speed out of some of the locos. Yes, I know what you're all saying. I should actually do a power bus underneath and run all the droppers down. But I'm a lazy bugger. And if I can find a technological solution to something as opposed to actually doing some work. Plus, I'm not that au fait with electronics. I know it's meant to be simple, but it's a lot of faff and it's a lot of drilling. And I just didn't fancy it. So I've been doing some research and I came up with this. Saw this, thought, well, it's going to give me a good, smooth, regulated power to the track. It's 5 amps. It should be able to cope with all the locos I've got on. And plus, it's a bit future-proof in terms of if I ever want to add a, I will want to add an accessory power bus to drive any accessories that I might, like point motors, signals and such like. It's a long way down the line, I realise that, but hopefully this will do the job. Now, I know what you're all thinking, well, he's just gone and bought that just for the sake of it, but I can honestly tell you that I was having issues with the power, and what I will try and demonstrate is exactly the problem I was having. So if you bear with me, I'll stop this video and then I'll come back once I've set up the Backman Dynamis as it was before I got this system. So we will just be providing track power via Dynamis, and I'll see if I can replicate the problems I was getting. I will then switch back to this new DCC Concepts power system, and you should be able to see a dramatic difference. Now, knowing the fact that I'm videoing all this will probably mean that it all goes wrong and nothing will happen out of the ordinary. But we will try and see. And of course, there's the magic of video editing, so if it all goes wrong, you won't know any different. So, I'll see you in a bit. Right, so here we are with the Class 25 DCC Sound Backman, and as I said before, with the Dynamis, I'm going to get that right one day. It seems to have problems on certain areas of the track when it comes to getting the power to it. Yes, there's no power bus running underneath, which is my bad, but there you go, I'm a lazy bugger. So what I've done is set it up on one of the offending pieces of track, and I'm going to start it up, try and juggle these two devices, my Dynamis handset and the camera, and I will try and get a video of the problem I've been having. Then we will switch to the DCC Concepts power system that I've installed, and hopefully, fingers crossed, you won't see the same problem being replicated. So here's the problem. I'll start it up. Yes, I know I should have, if you're going to start anything up, realistically there should be the pump on, etc, etc. But this is just for demonstration purposes, so we'll run with it. So, brakes off. And we'll just take it up this hill slowly. Right, okay. So, yep, it's all running fine, so you think, let's hit the horn. Let's hit the other horn. Yes, problems. Okay, try and replicate it in the opposite direction. Oh, for the purist, sorry. Brakes on. Brakes off. Even then there was a little crackle. Take it up a few notches. And we're off. And horn one. It's a great horn. Perhaps horn two. Horn one. Horn two. So there you go. There's the problem I've been having. Now, what we need to do is to plug in the new system and see if that problem reoccurs. Now, it wasn't just this section of track, there are other sections of track that it does do it on now and again. And before you ask, yes, this track has been clean prior to all this running. I mean, it's been so clean because I've been trying to cure the intermittent sound problems that it generally gets a rub over every day. But it wasn't solving the problem. So I realised I had to do one or two things. Either go to all that trouble with power bus, or splash the cash and try a 5 amp power system. So that's what I did. So I'll stop this again and come back with the new system all plugged and ready to go, and hopefully you won't see that problem or hear that problem, see and hear that problem manifesting itself. So I will see you in a little while. Welcome back. We now have reconnected up the DCC Concepts Cobalt Alpha system power to the track. So basically, before, all I did was take this. Okay, let's do it again. Let's go from the beginning. So what have we got? And I'll show you the connections. So first of all, we have the Cobalt power, which is just basically you transform your power supply. It's a 5 amp, 18 volt regulated power supply that's apparently optimized for DCC. It's got overload protection and short circuit protection, so it should do the job. And what happens is you've got a power switch. You can't see, it's just around here, which turns on the main power. You then have a connector, just a plug-in connector, which is that red and black connector, which connects this device, the power, to your Cobalt box. You can also connect it to other things like the Cobalt control panel and such like that. It's way above my head at the moment. And then what you take is your track output from your Dynamis or any other DCC system and plug it into there. It then goes through here, which is now converting whatever you've got into a 5 amp regulated track power through here over to the track. And that is the theory of it. And I believe it works. Now the proof is in the pudding. So what we'll do is we'll turn that on. You can see it's lit up there. We'll turn that on. You can see that it's initialized the older Class 25. So the Class 25 is there. So it's running, and we have track power. Now, will we get the same problem? Now, knowing my luck, yes we will. Even though I tested this yesterday and it was fine. Now, it's not going to work, is it? You know it's going to go when I hit the button. But I'm just fingers crossed that I haven't wasted yours and my time. So, I'll start her up. There's a slight delay now between the signal coming from the Dynamis going through that box to the track, but it's nothing major. I mean, in the grand schemes of things, it doesn't make much of a difference. So, I will apply some motive power. And here she goes. Okay, will it work? Oh my goodness. Silence came the reply, as I'm actually shocked that that worked as well as it did. So, 5 amps to the track, 18 volts, smooth, filtered, regulated DC current for a DCC system, and it seems to have solved my power problems. You saw there, we'll do it again. And there's no trickery here, this is coming at you as I do it. Back to this, nothing's changed, this is new. This is the new way of doing things, and it's giving me a better power distribution. So we'll go back and just run it in the opposite direction. Oh, put the brake on, put the brake on. He's running down the hill. Okay. Take the brake off. Apply power. We're going backwards. So, I will just run that down. As an addendum to that, what have you spotted the deliberate mistake? So, we had no lights on. So is it the lights that's causing the problems? So, a quick one, we'll just do that. Just start her up again. And we'll just run her up here quickly and see if we still get the problem. It might be that the lights are taking too much power. And so, I think not, but then we'll go. Let's have a look. Brakes off. Power on. Nope. There we go. We are getting a generous dollop of 5 amp power to the track, and my Class 25 is working as intended. So there you go. That's that. Stop the thing quickly. Do this with one hand and that with one hand. Put the brakes on. Take the lights off. Turn everything off. Right, goodness me, I can hold my hand again. So there you go. This is doing the job. I've also noticed that certain locos were having struggles with power. Certainly around this area, you'd notice that some of my locos would slow down, visibly slow down, and then speed up again. So I didn't like that, although it looks realistic. I suppose going through the station, maybe there'd be a, an enforced speed limit through the station, but still, that's not how I intended to run the locos. So it'd speed up again here. Now since I've installed this new DCC concepts, that's a hell of a flipping, couldn't it be a bit quicker? So since I installed this alpha system, that sounds better, it all works very well. So I'm very happy with this, and hopefully it's future-proofed me in terms of getting a accessory power bus around the system if I ever fancied doing that. So one day I might have to drill some holes in this, but not today. Not today, and not in the future. I can concentrate on just buying more goddamn locos. Yes, and I have bought a few. I'll probably do an update on that later. So that's where we are. I might do an update on the new locos I bought for the next video. So you could, has that whetted your appetite? Probably not. But you could tune in next time and see if you like what you see. If you like what you see here, give it a like. And as I say, if you're struggling with power issues, either build a power bus, which is going to be cheaper, or invest in this, which is a quick fix for the lazy modeler. Quick fix for the lazy modeler. But it has future-proofed me. So I'll leave you with that, and we will meet again soon. That's it from Wrineley Junction for now. Take care, and I'll see you on the flip side.